Chapter 58. Heaven Tackling Giant Palm. Looking at the suddenly appearing Wang Tixiong, the crowd of heavy iron city cultivators in the distance couldn't help but boil with anticipation for the upcoming heavenly tribulation. After decades of bitter cultivation, I, Wang Tixiong, have finally come this far. Heavenly apocalypse? Come on. I've been through even the greatest tribulations. Can I still be deterred by you? Wang Tixiong stood on the hillside, gazing at the matchless calamity clouds in the sky, and his eyes were filled with astounding battle intent. Seemingly sensing Wang Tixiong's battle intent, the heavenly calamity clouds in the sky began to boil violently. And instantly, an unrivaled and massive pressure enveloped the entire back of the royal mansion, and the broken rocks on the mountain all began to be crushed by this massive pressure. Although the heavenly calamity had been brewing for a long time, the ever-increasing pressure was suffocating the crowd from afar, and it was really unknown how Wang Tixiong, who was the closest to the heavenly calamity, was able to withstand such a huge pressure. Boom! All of a sudden, the robbery cloud violently contracted. A bucket-thick thunderbolt descended from the sky, blazing light across the sky, with an unrivaled world-destroying energy, towards Wang Tixiong's head to split down. When it is too late, Wang Tixiong directly fists to meet up the horror of the true essence of the complete outbreak. Along his fist and out, forming a condensed by the true essence of the divine dragon, bombarded on the dome of the sky. A crowd of people in the distance couldn't help but watch in fear. Wang Tixiong even hard fight against the heavenly tribulation. It is really a battle intent that rushes to the sky. In the sky, the matchless heavenly thunder broke through the sky. The powerful pressure covered the entire back of the mountain. The place where the thunder and lightning passed through was a mess. When the crowd saw that this first heavenly thunder was so terrifying, they couldn't help but suck in a mouthful of cool air in their hearts, and at the same time, they stared even more wide-eyed, wanting to see how Wang Tixiong was able to withstand this strike. As the huge thunderbolt swooped down from the sky, the dazzling light made the continuous mountain range seem to be dyed with light. At the moment, this mountain range was as bright as day. In a burst of blinding light, Wang Tixiong was completely submerged by the light of the thunderbolt, and the terrifying thunderbolt energy crashed into the earth, causing the entire back of the mountain to tremble. After all the light dispersed, a magnificent figure stood proudly on top of the mountainside, his gaze arrogantly looking at the sky with the ever-boiling robbery clouds. The crowd was appalled for a moment. Wang Tixiong had easily blocked this first lightning tribulation. How could this be? The power of this first heavenly thunderbolt couldn't even be easily blocked by me. How could he be so strong? On the Lin family's side, Lin Beishan looked at Wang Tixiong, who stood proudly on the hillside in disbelief, feelings of shock and jealousy ensuing in his heart. Father, Lin Wei was also filled with worry, anxiously looking towards Lin Beishan. Lin Beishan's face was gloomy for a moment. Then he flew into the sky with his sword. This appearance of his instantly attracted many people. After all, the only one who was able to fly in the sky amongst the group of people present was Lin Beishan, who was at the Jiden stage. Look, Lin Beishan can't help himself. It's a pity that Wang Tixiong is in a bad way this time. Someone saw Lin Beishan flying and sighed secretly. Transitioning as the most dangerous time for cultivators, this Lin Beishan is really shameless. Some people were not ashamed of Lin Beishan's behavior. Shh, keep your voice down. If the Lin family hears you, be careful, you won't be able to eat, someone reminded. The crowd kept talking, mostly pitying Wang Tixiong. Obviously they thought that with Lin Beishan's hand, Wang Tixiong wouldn't be able to survive even if he crossed the heavenly tribulation. At this moment, Lin Beishan had already flown not far from Wang Tixiong. Wang Tixiong, I didn't expect you to actually break through to the Jiden stage, but I won't let you succeed in crossing the apocalypse. Lin Beishan laughed eerily. For Wang Tixiong, His heart was full of jealousy and hatred. "Lin Beishan, old me knew you would play this trick, but your opponent is not me." Wang Tixiong smiled and shook his head. "Oh, then who is it? I'd like to see who can stop me from killing you today." Lin Beishan sniffed disdainfully, clearly maneuvering for Wang Tixiong's staged suspension of disbelief. "It's me." An ice-cold voice came out. The voice contained an incomparably strong murderous aura, causing Lin Beishan in the sky to feel his hair stand on end. "Who?" Lin Beishan shouted, his eyes looking towards the place where the voice came from. Suddenly, a 10-feet-long orange blade broke through the sky. Brilliant as a rainbow, as powerful as divine punishment, directly slashing towards Lin Beishan. The blade was blazing, the dazzling light was blinding, and the sound was extremely appalling. Lin Beishan from the bottom of his heart rose a chill, immediately drummed up the true essence of a palm shot out of the majestic energy. At this instant, the orange blade aura had already approached Lin Beishan and collided with the palm force he had shot out. When the two forces came into contact, Lin Beishan's eyes shrunk violently. The terrifying collision didn't occur with a loud noise, only that the orange blade instantly shattered Lin Beishan's palm force and continued to slash at him. At the moment of crisis, Lin Beishan summoned up his majestic true essence and hurriedly constructed a thick defensive air shield on his body surface. Boom! At this time, the blazing blade had already cleaved up, and the tremendous force directly split Lin Beishan from the sky and blasted him into the ground's rubble. When the crowd saw this scene from afar, they couldn't help but be dumbstruck one by one. The scene was silent, only the sound of Wang Tixiong still resisting the thunderbolt. The crowd couldn't imagine that the unbeatable Lin Beishan had been chopped down into the sky by a single person. This had simply overturned their common sense. This is impossible. Lin Wei's face was filled with incredulity. The crowd of Lin family members couldn't accept this fact. The invincible Lin Beishan in their eyes had been defeated by someone with a single slash just like this. This was a very terrifying blow to them. Boom! Just as the crowd was shocked by this incomparably stunning slash, a figure with disheveled hair rushed out from the rubble, and it was clearly Lin Beishan. Only at this moment, Lin Beishan's face was gloomy, with deep scorn in his eyes. When the crowd of Lin family members saw Lin Beishan appear, they immediately cheered out. "What expert is here? Why don't you come out and meet him?" Lin Beishan ignored the cheers of the crowd of Lin family members as he cupped his fists at the front and said. It was only at this moment that the crowd remembered that the person who had slashed out the party's slash hadn't appeared yet. And at that moment, they all followed Lin Beishan's line of sight. "Lin Beishan, don't you recognize me?" Just as the crowd was filled with anticipation, a tall figure slowly walked in. He had a straight figure and black hair like ink, long eyebrows into his temples, eyes as sharp as a blade. Although it was calm, it gave off a heavy sense of oppression. This was not a deliberate power emanating from him, but an aura that was naturally revealed. This was undoubtedly a strong person. But when everyone saw this person's face, they all revealed unbelievable expressions. Lin Beishan was even as if he had seen a ghost, incredulously exclaiming, You, how could it be you?" His heart turned over, unable to believe what he saw in front of him. The crowd was incomparably shocked. The person who had suddenly appeared was none other than the Heavy Iron City's first genius of the young generation, Kang Tian. Nothing is impossible. From the moment you killed the first person from the Wang family, you were destined to have this day. Kang Tian laughed coldly, thrusting the long black blade in his hand onto the ground, and immediately a surge of power surged down the blade, causing the entire back of the mountain to vibrate. The powerful force that Kang Tian revealed once again caused the crowd in the distance to be shocked. The crowd of Lin family members immediately felt the world coming to an end as a morose chill rose from the bottom of their hearts. Kang Tian, the person who had struck out that stunning slash, was actually Kang Tian. The onlookers of the Heavy Iron City cultivators were shocked. On the other hand, the Lin family's crowd felt bad all of a sudden. Kang Chon's revealed strength surpassed their imagination, leaving them shocked and filled with fear at the same time. Looking at Kang Chon, who was slowly walking towards him, Lin Wei was a little panicked. He hadn't thought that he had tried to get rid of Kang Chon by all means, not allowing the other party to grow up. But as a result, he had forced the other party to grow faster and faster. So much so that by now, even his father had to be afraid. "Old me underestimated you. I didn't expect you to grow so fast," Lin Beishan said with a gloomy face. But in his heart, he was estimating Kang Chon's current strength. Although Kang Chon's blade just now was suspected to be a sneak attack, but to be able to break through his own protective true essence, it could be seen that the power was very strong. And Kang Chon, who possessed such a powerful strength, undoubtedly had the strength to fight with him. Feeling the power of that blade just now, even if Lin Beishan was unbeatable again, he had to pay attention to Kang Chon again. The strength of this talented young man had already reached a point that was enough to threaten him. This son absolutely cannot be retained any longer. Looking at Kang Chon, who stood proudly before him, the sense of threat in Lin Beishan's heart grew stronger and stronger. The other party's growth speed was too fast. This kind of terrifying qualification was rare in the entire Great Tang country. The powerful sense of threat was eventually transformed into a matchless killing intent, which came out from Lin Beishan's eyes. *******. Opposite Kang Chon felt Lin Beishan's killing intent. At the same time, his body also erupted with a strong killing intent. Both sides are already heavenly deadly hatred. The only way to fight a deadly battle. Rumble. Suddenly, a shocking thunderbolt exploded. The robbery cloud in the sky split a second heavenly thunderbolt, blasting towards Wang Tixiong. On the ground, 4 icy cold lights suddenly intersected. Kang Chon and Lin Beishan struck out almost at the same time. The powerful energy mightily swept the 8 directions, causing the place where they were to tremble. "Little beast, take your life." Lin Beishan had a murderous aura in his eyes. He slapped his palm forward and blasted out. Unparalleled true essence surged out. The crimson yuan qi burned like a blazing flame. The dazzling incandescent light erupted into a sunlight glow. "Lin Beishan, today is the day you die." Kang Chon laughed coldly and raised his long black blade, transporting his thick true essence and pouring it in. Immediately a blazing orange light erupted from the blade, shooting out a blade on several zhonglong. The blade aura tore through the void. Where it passed was covered by a blazing light. The terrifying energy was like the shocking waves in the river, rushing out forwards. The sky was bright. The 2 surging energies clashed together, erupting into a brilliant glow. The earth-shattering sound was as piercing as heavenly thunder, muffling the sound of Wang Tixiong's tribulation in the distance. The crowd watched this overwhelming battle with unblinking eyes. Compared to Wang Tixiong's boring tribulation, this peak battle in front of them was undoubtedly very appealing. Wow! In the midst of a blazing light, Kang Chon leapt up high. The black long sword in his hand once again erupted with a blazing light. The unrivaled blade aura shattering the void and sweeping across the 8 directions. Lin Beishan was not willing to show weakness. His palms were like 2 blazing suns, emitting majestic energy fluctuations. The energy of the 2 sides fighting was incomparably powerful, forming an unrivaled energy storm, such as the waves lapping at the shore, like a chaotic stone piercing through the air, wanting to sweep through the entire heaven and earth. The sound of the 2 fighting was not much worse than Wang Tixiong's tribulation in the distance. What a terrifying power! Those below the Jidan stage can't even intervene, or else they will be shocked to death by their aftershocks. The crowd watching the battle from afar were all shocked. For their part, the Lin clan's crowd was incredulous. Kang Chon was able to battle Lin Beishan like this, beyond their expectations. And they realized that they had far underestimated Kang Chon's strength. Lin Wei's eyes were cloudy. scanning the distant Wang Tixiong, who was undergoing a heavenly tribulation, and then looking at Kang Chan, who was fighting with his father, his mind pondering over a plan. Wang Tixiong was enveloped by the heavenly tribulation. They were just looking for death by going in, so they couldn't sneak attack. However, they could send experts to sneak attack Kang Chan. Even if they couldn't injure Kang Chan, they could at least make him reveal his cracks. After thinking about it, Lin Wei summoned the Lin family's experts at the 7th level of Foundation Establishment or above, gathered together, and slowly moved closer towards the battlefield where Kang Chan and Lin Baishan were.